For the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, which is tomorrow, May 5th, 1:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I chose the Panther. This is the animal spirit card deck. And the Panther represents annihilation of the unnecessary, purging. This is the theme of the Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse. So if you're not familiar with the eclipses, the eclipses happen when the north and south nodes of the moon line up with either the sun or the moon. So in the case of the new moon in Aries on April 20th, that was a solar eclipse. Both the sun and the moon were in Aries, and they were next to or conjunct the north node, which represents our growth. So this new moon in Aries may have sent you in a new direction. It may have reconnected you to your goals, re-inspired you. And this may have been happening. There was some momentum for this already with a lot of Aries energy. And we tend to feel eclipses sometimes weeks or even months beforehand and after the eclipse. And now, a couple of weeks later, on May 5th, this full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio joins the south node of the moon, which represents the past. So although Scorpio has many wonderful traits, because this full moon is next to the south node, where our mission is to release I'll say the lower qualities of Scorpio, which have to do with kind of holding on to emotions that are not good for us: resentment, bitterness, anger, and we hold on in all sorts of ways. So I know we can't just say, poof, let me let go of all of these difficult emotions. Now my mind and body and spirit are clear. But we do hold on through our habits and our behaviors, our thoughts, which of course are automatic, but we can bring more awareness to them. And our yoga practice helps with that. And our physical space. So look around your physical space. Do you have a lot of clutter? Are there areas in your home that you haven't tended to in a long time? This represents our inner home. And areas, it usually corresponds to areas of life. So in my latest blog on NicoleAthena.com, I talk about this process of purging, starting with clearing out our physical space, the stuff that we're holding on to, that we're storing. Sometimes other people's stuff holds energy. It holds energy and emotions, and often it's difficult ones, sad ones. Sometimes we're holding on to, as one of my students said, other people's traumatic memories. And as she also noted, there was guilt around discarding or donating that item. So this is the work that we are doing now to create balance in our lives, is releasing this heavy weight so that we can move forward in this whatever new direction we would like to, whatever goals we have. We of course want to attain those goals and meet our potential in life. So for a little more about the Panther, I won't read the description now. Check out my latest blog, NicoleAthena.com. And I just want to read to you before we start our brief meditation and breathing practice for Scorpio, for this Scorpio full moon energy. One of my favorite books, Eastern Body, Western Mind, and Nodia Judith. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name right. I think that's right. So this is, Scorpio is connected to the first chakra. If you're not familiar with the chakras, they're like energy wheels that start at the base of the spine all the way up. And the first chakra is our root chakra. It's connected to survival. It's connected to our roots, our ancestors, a sense of belonging To lose our connection with the body is to become spiritually homeless. Without an anchor, we float aimlessly, battered by the winds and waves of life. So when we're out of balance in the root chakra, and this often has to do with trauma, we become disconnected from the body. And that's why yoga or any kind of purposeful, mindful movement can be so healing. It reconnects us to the body and it reconnects us to our feelings. So if you haven't already, please come into a comfortable position. And you can close your eyes if you'd like, or if you prefer, soften your gaze. Hands on your thighs. You can do palms down for a little more grounding, which you may need right now during this Scorpio energy time, or palms up, which is just a slightly more receiving gesture. And let's begin by feeling our roots, connecting to our roots. So this is the first step in this process of letting go. We feel the ground underneath us. Notice what it feels like, maybe even the texture of the ground you're sitting on. And notice as you bring your awareness to what is holding you up, if you can feel a softness come over you. Maybe the muscles soften a little bit. Maybe you can feel a softer quality in your heart. There tends to be an area of the body that we really hold on in. For me, it's my jaw. So as we feel the support underneath us, we can invite ourselves to let go in those parts of the body where we hold, which of course correspond to other areas of life, of our lives. So let's, from this place of rootedness, of groundedness, even if you're feeling a little out of control right now, or you're in survival mode, feeling the ground underneath you in the present moment can bring you back into a more centered place. And you can come back to this place anytime you need to. So let's breathe in slowly and fully. Really let your belly expand and soften as you do. When you're ready, breathe out slowly, feeling the breath empty out, like releasing all of that negativity that we don't need, that we hold on to without even really being aware of it. A lot of this, of course, is subconscious, what we hold on to. Inhale slowly. Let the belly expand and fill up all the way up through the heart, through the crown of the head, and hold the breath for a moment when you reach the top. And then when you're ready, release it out again. Following the exhale, releasing out the breath and feeling the ground under your body, you're supported as you let go. Okay, one more time, breathe in slowly and fully. Hold the breath, and can you envision the full moon, the bright full moon overhead? Hold that feeling of fullness, our full capacity and potential. And when you're ready, let it go. Let all the breath out, empty out. Good, beautiful. One more time, breathe in slowly, fully. Hold the breath. And when you're ready, breathe out the mouth. And let's pause for a moment here. Come back to your more natural breath rhythm. See if you can, again, envision the qualities of the moon. Imagine the moon and maybe bringing that the qualities of the moon into your body. The moon is a soft energy. It's maternal. It's nurturing. We're allowed to feel our emotions, to feel what we feel, and then we find the strength to let them go, the strength and the courage to let them go, which may take some work, and that's okay. That is part of the process. Okay, let's open eyes and reach your arms out, curl your fingers in, and the thumbs will stay out. And we're going to do breath of fire to close the practice. So in honor of clearing our bodies, our minds of fear and heavy energy that's holding us back, let's do some breath of fire. And if this isn't right for you today, for whatever reason, slow, steady, deep breaths instead. Okay, so here we go. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's breathe out fully together. Breathe in one more time and begin. So this, if you're not familiar, is a short, strong breath out the nose. We draw the belly in as we breathe out. Really feel the belly muscles, the abdominal muscles strengthening. Go at your pace. Feel the ground under you here. Feel the strength of your body. The strength and the courage to let go of what may be holding us back, but what is familiar and what is comfortable is sometimes really hard to let go of. We're going to do a few more. Stay with me if you can. Breathe in deeply. Hold the breath. Let's bring the arms together, the thumbs to touch. Hold the breath for a moment here. Hug up the muscles of the pelvic floor, the buttock muscles, the low belly, pull it in and up, just holding for a moment, and then release it all out. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Let your shoulders soften, and just pause with me here for one more moment, noticing the shift in energy, a sense of maybe lightness, a little bit lighter than you started. And knowing that even in the most challenging times, we can come to this practice. We can find a place of grounding in what may feel like a crisis. In the fire, we can stay steady. And let's bring hands together in front of the heart. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you want to check out my latest blog, it's on NicoleAthena.com. Namaste.